Hey, it's Ariel. I know you've probably seen me before on your feed or whatever. And today I'm here with my personal coach and mentor, Ashley Crooks, just to show you guys what's possible with this business and maybe talk through some of the things that could be holding you back. So you'll have to watch till the end to get advice on all of that. So Ashley, can you just kind of tell us like what your life was like before this business and what it's like now?
Totally. So before this business, it was just an average life. You know, it was one of those things where I knew I wasn't really happy, but I was comfortable. I had a good job. I was making, what people would say was great money, but I wasn't fulfilled, and it just wasn't. I knew that I was meant for more, but I didn't know what that was, and it was just kind of that same monotonous routine and day in and day out, and I didn't really know how to do anything differently, but I knew that I really wanted to travel the world and work from anywhere. That was my dream, and to impact a lot of people.
Yes.
And so, it was just kind of, you know how corporate America goes. It was really just that. I saw myself that I was gonna have to work until I was 65, and as more and more that I got into corporate roles, the more and more I saw that it didn't really fit for me. It was like every single job there was something that just didn't work, or something that just I wasn't enjoying after a little while, and so I could not picture the rest of my life like this. And so I knew that I needed a change. And so now my life, instead of kind of that feeling and that pit in my stomach absolutely every single day that I had, now I get to wake up every day, literally anywhere in the world, and feel insanely fulfilled while doing it. So it's absolutely amazing. And knowing that I am living to my fullest potential, I do get to impact a ton of people, and I get what I never had at corporate America, which was time, financial, and location of freedom. And I get to enjoy that every single day. And so it's just, I think back like where I was at before and just to where I'm at now, and it's a completely different reality. And I can't even imagine if I didn't take the leap and I didn't start this business, like what life would be like. And I'm so grateful that I did, because it's unreal, and I get to hang out with people like Ariel here in Mexico. So what's better than that?
That's amazing. Yeah, no, I felt the same way. Like I would sit at my desk, like I have to get out of here. Like I cannot work here until I'm 65, or even the job that I had at that time, you could like retire at 55, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's so great," and I'm like, "That is not great. I do not want to work here for 30 years." So yeah, I was just like, "No way, dude." But yeah, so Ashley, what are some of like the biggest struggles and biggest things that you see that are holding people back from getting started, like their biggest fears and stuff?
Yeah, so I would say one of the biggest fears that I see is, well, not necessarily fear, but one of the biggest things I see holding people back is other people's opinions. And I see this all the time, and it's so crazy to me, because yes, of course we care about our family and friends and our loved ones, and we want to do right by them. But the thing is, unless they're living the life that we want, then why are we listening to them?
100%.
And what I've noticed is that your friends and family, if they're telling you something or they're giving you a lot of opinions, that's just their own view of the world, but it doesn't mean that it has to be yours. We all have different opinions, and they love you, and so they think that they're trying to protect you, but a great question to ask yourself is, are they living the life that you want? And if they're not, then you don't need to listen to them, right? If they're not happy, if you want to be financially free and they're not, if you want to travel and they're not, then how does it make sense, right, to listen to them? And some of the coolest things that I've seen is people who decide to go out, right? You're the one who feels that you're meant for more. You're the one who wants to go, who sees this path for you. They don't, so don't let them hold you back, and actually follow that. And as you do, the coolest thing that I've seen is that other people literally start to see you change, and then they see you start living out your dream, and you taking the steps, and then you get to inspire them. And they start to see, oh wow, maybe this actually is possible for me. And you really get to create that change with the people that you love most, and it can be so special. And so, I would say other people's opinions is a really, really big one. And then another one that I see a lot is just fear of failure. Like that is definitely a huge one that I see. And the thing that I want to say to that is, well, if you're already not happy in your life and things aren't going the way that you want, and when you think about your life, like we said, down to when you're 65, and it doesn't excite you, then I'm just gonna say that's probably failure right there.
Oh, yes.
So, if that's the case, then I would say at least give it a shot, right? There's no way to know until you try. And, one of the things that people don't share about success is that the most successful people are actually the most willing to fail, because you need to see what works and what doesn't. And so it's all about failing forward and just learning from it. And who knows, if you took the chance, right, where your life could be. Well, you already know that it's not going where you want it to go, so you might as well see what's possible. And and just have that belief in yourself, because when you really have that belief and you start showing up for yourself and you actually start, instead of again having that fear control you, it's unreal what I've seen unfold for people and what could be possible for you.
Oh my gosh, like those huge nuggets of just like clarity. Oh man. Wow. So I just like got so many goosebumps during all of that. I'm like, for real. You're already failing if you're not happy. So, but yeah, that just like reminds me about like Thomas Edison. He's like, tried the light bulb 1,000 times until he got it. And he's like, I didn't fail. I just found 1,000 ways not to make the light bulb. And it's like, well, be the Edison of your own life, right?
Boom!
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I guess, we already kind of said it, but like what advice would you have for someone who's like, kind of scared to start or whatever?
Yeah, for sure. So I would say, just do it. Like there is so much possibility. So kind of like I was saying earlier, but there is so much possibility when you really step into who you want to become, when you actually take those opportunities that are presented to you and you really make something happen. And it's so much more than a business, and it's so much more than just working online. Like we literally just spent a week here in Cabo together and we got to spend it with a lot of members from our platform, and there's such an amazing community as well. So it's just so special. And so I would really say, like, if you're here, if you're still watching this video, it's for a reason. And you're probably really thinking about, you at least really desire a change. And so if that is you, and if I'm talking to you, which that I am,
Totally.
Then I would really say just give it a shot. You really have nothing to lose, and you have everything to gain. I see time and time again when people fear, it literally is just the same token as excitement, right? Fear is just meant to tell you that you're going to uncharted territory, that you're going outside your comfort zone, which is where all the good stuff happens. And so if you can just ask yourself, like, okay, is this fear like something I really need to be scared of, or is this just my ego or my comfort zone? And most likely that's, hear the answer, but most likely that's what it's going to be. And if it's that, I really encourage you to head on over to excitement and really start to create your life.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. So perfect. Yeah, and we've just had like the most amazing week. I love everybody here. They're just kind of like family. Like, I have rarely found like a place where I felt like I belonged until this business. And so I know like how rare that is to find. And our community is just so special, to have coaches like Ashley here and everybody else that was here that I got to talk to at the retreat, that are so willing to help you and share what's working. And you can't beat it. And we have all of the tools that you need to succeed. So go for it.
Yeah, and I would say that if you are ready to get started, you've seen this video and you're just ready to make it happen, then click on the link above or below this video so that you can officially watch the on-demand training on how to build a profitable business from anywhere in the world, and we will see you on the inside.
All right, bye.